Let's talk about the Steam Deck because that is something I have wanted to talk about for a while now. Uh, S- Steam Deck, well, we all know why I'm going to talk about it is because it's running on Arch Linux, and it's it's the first time we've ever had an OEM machine, though. I mean, it's not a PC per se. I mean, it is a handheld. Valve advertises it as a full blown PC, and it is technically a full blown PC. But that's not. Whoa, where are you? I'm back here. It is a full blown PC, but I mean, let's be real. It's a handheld meant for Steam gaming. It's also different from other OEM machines with Linux on them hmm, because this is the first time it's not Linux, just the kernel, but GNU slash Linux. Because we've had Chrome OS, that's on pre-installed on machines before, right? We've had Chrome OS, we've had something else which I, for the life of me, cannot remember what it was that we had. We have Chrome OS. There was one more thing, Android, of course, right? These are all Linux. They're not GNU slash Linux, but the Steam Deck is Arch Linux, and Arch Linux is GNU Linux. On top of that, oh, so SteamOS 3. Another thing I don't think is going to happen is that the Steam Deck is going to have a direct influence on the Linux market. I mean, obviously, people are going to buy it, but a majority of the population are not buying it because it is Linux, but because it is the Steam Deck. And I guess nobody really cares it's Linux. Same with, I guess, Chrome OS or with Android, even. And nobody cares that it's based on Linux. I mean, the end user certainly doesn't care. Also, I think that its market share is definitely going to be recorded separately, even though it's, oh my god, even though it's Linux, because even though it's Linux, its market share is going to be recorded differently. Chrome OS was Linux, its market share is recorded separately. So is Android, and etc. etc. So, in all, in my guess, if I had to guess, right, SteamOS 3.0 is going to be a different share, or it's going to be counted as a different holder of. It's not going to be merged with Linux desktop market share, is what I'm trying to say. Now, come on. That would have been a sick clutch. Now, while the Steam Deck is probably not going to affect desktop usage in any significant way, at least when it releases, it is going to it is going to quicken the rate at which Linux desktop is adopted, mostly because of Proton. Because one of the last reasons dual booting Windows, or even the fact that people who want to go get away from Windows but can't, is gaming. And if Valve finishes up Proton to what they say will be finished, will be properly done, or what level they claim to finish Proton, then there'll be little to no reason to run Windows apart from some exclusive software. But I mean, nobody really cares about that. I have blocks. That guy's dead. And that guy looks like the guy who killed me last time. So does this guy. What's happening? Let's go here. Man, Hypixel is just, even just normal Skywars is a bit competitive in for my liking. I used to play on this other server. It's called like Blocks MC or something, and it was super uncompetitive. Like, With my atrocious looting, I would usually be the first to mid. Every game was really easy to win, but over here, it's not gonna lie, it's a bit tough. It does help that I have lower ping on some other servers as well, but I mean, whatever. With the gaming out of the way, the only reason someone would continue using Windows is either A, they don't know how to install Linux, they don't care to install Linux, or they have some very, very specific software. I guess Windows is still going to be used in like some in whoa in some industries, but I don't see Windows sticking around very long because, well, nobody cares about it. You wouldn't choose Windows when you have a better alternative. Unfortunately for most people, they don't know that Linux is even a choice, which is where the second part of making the year of the Linux desktop come true lies in, to give people the choice, to let them know that there is a choice. Now, we already have the OEMs, right? I mean, obviously it's not on a desktop PC, but hey, we've shown that you can install GNU slash Linux on an OEM. My everything is so rusty today. Speed bridging. I haven't played in so long. Is there anybody up here? Apparently not. Hey, you left a bow. Whoever was up here who left a bow. That has not been looted yet. I think that this is my favorite spot to be. No one disturbs you. Ah, shit. Are you shitting me? Whoa. So much for no one disturbs you. What Linux needs for the desktop is not OEMs alone. It needs marketing, right? As an alternative. An example I like to cite is Brave, but it's not fully applicable since you can switch to Brave without. Oh, that was funny. You can switch to Brave without switching your entire operating system, and by far it's a lot easier. But just because Brave, a better alternative to Chrome, existed, doesn't mean anybody was going to use it. Nobody's going to go through the effort. It was through extensive advertising. Even Windows 95, back when you had to install your operating system and there were no OEMs, or at least I think that's what was happening at that time. I wasn't really alive, so I can only trust historical record over here. So back when that was there, right, Windows, Microsoft had to, actually market Windows 95 as a better alternative. And hey, it worked. PCs are now dominated by Windows, right? So what Linux needs is, along with OEMs, they need advertising. It's not one or the other. Some people argue, what Linux needs is not, you need OEMs, you need advertising. No, it's a combination of all of them. You cannot have, at least at this stage, you cannot have the year of the Linux desktop or widespread Linux desktop adoption without, well, advertising. And the distro that actually does advertise itself, I feel, is going to be the one that actually succeeds. The first one to advertise is going to be the first one that succeeds. Because, I mean, try to explain to a Windows user the concept of distros, they're not going to care. They just want to get their oh god. Phew. I don't know why those little wine things are over there. They saved my life. Okay, let's make some pants. And by one iron short of boots. Okay. That is not what I wanted. There are still 4 people left. Usually by now there would be, I won't say none, but there would be far fewer people, like 2 or 3. Let's actually take the anvil because we might as well make diamond leggings or some stupid shit like that. I just dropped my sword. Give me. No, I picked it up. My blocks. Here we go. Should I try and get full diamond? I don't think it's worth it. I don't know where everybody is. There's gonna be one guy at mid with all the armor in the world. I am screwed. Let's go for it. Actually, if I can get diamond boots here, I did not. But hey, take the rest of the stuff. Let's go here. Helmets, good. An actual sword. Boots. No, I heard that. I just need to out armor him. I am not. Bit hard to out. I should have just knocked back. Overall, the community is really fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not, something terrible. There's too many elitists. There's no. If go to the right subreddits, if you go to IRC chats, I'm sure and I know for a fact that there's plenty of people, more people willing to help out than there are people who don't want people to join. And even then, the Linux elitist, it's a bit far stretched, right? There's only like 4 or 5 people who are actually like that, because the majority of us elitists and Linux elitists are the only group of elitists or so-called elitists that want more elitist. Doesn't make sense, but hey, I suppose if you go by logic that everybody who uses Linux thinks they're superior, then I guess if you label all of them Linux elitists, then I guess we're the only group of elitists who want more elitist. We want more people to use Linux and not less. But already have boots. I don't need these. Also need. Yeah, this is the problem with this. I I could mine all the diamonds, but that guy's gonna do the same thing. So what I might as well do is just straight up fight him right now and get completely destroyed. Watch this. I guess that everything I've said can be summed up into like 3 sentences. The first one is I don't think the Steam Deck's going to directly affect Linux desktop usage. Second is Proton is definitely going to affect Linux desktop usage, and it brings us ever so closer to that year of the Linux desktop, the prized year. And the last sentence is, oh yeah, maybe there's only 2 sentences. I'm pretty sure I said something else. Right. Community is not that bad. Right. It's not what's hindering Linux desktop. What you need for Linux desktop is marketing and OEMs. And there's going to be someone who does it sooner or later. If it's not Valve, it's going to be somebody else who, maybe not OEMs, but definitely marketing. Someone's going to do it sooner or later. And that's going to be, you know, that's going to bring us a step closer to Year of the Linux desktop. Yes, that's all. Thank you for watching. Oh, wait. Before I leave, I switched my account to Microsoft and I got this cape. Look at it. It's sick. Amazing cape. I'm a corporate shill. I've been lying to you the whole time. I don't even use Linux. I switched my account to Microsoft. Ever since I got this cape from Microsoft, I've been thinking maybe Windows is just a lot easier to use, and maybe I shouldn't bother with Linux at all. And clearly, Windows is the best operating system. Microsoft Edge is the best web browser. I mean, look at them. Look at the cape. Look at the cape. It's such a good looking cape. It's red, black, and gold. I, I guess that's all. Thank you for watching.